Hey guys, Quest for Vape here, Daryl Shergan. Today I am reviewing the Koopor Mini. This is a 60 watt temperature control box mod. It's tiny, it's sleek, it's very cute. And let's look at some of the specs, and I'll keep you in suspense before I open the box. 1 to 60 watts, it'll power 0.06 up to 2 ohms in temperature control mode. And then in regular wattage mode, 0.1 ohms up to 3 ohms. So that's nice. It'll fire down to a 0.1 in regular wattage mode. All right, let's open it up and take a look at this bad boy. I got this from subtanksupply.com, www.subtanksupply.com. It's very affordable. I would say less than 50 bucks. And there it is. Look how tiny this thing is.
Yeah, but it doesn't reflect their flavors at all.
Fits in the palm of my hand. Okay, so there we go. Anything else in the box? Let's see. Sometimes there's goodies. Oh, okay, got it.
Is this supposed to go another way?
What do we got here? Customer card. Okay. Warranty. Okay. That's proof of warranty. So you got that. 6-month warranty. That's nice. For U.S. customers only. All right. You can read that if you buy it. Here. Pause it. You can read it. Instruction manual. Okay. Gives you all the deets, the pertinence. How to scroll through the display, how to install the battery. Okay. Oh, good. Screenshots. Screenshots scrolling through the menu, temperature control, wattage mode. What's this?
How am I going to know, right?
Don't take it out in the rain. Don't put it in the fire. Don't be less than 18. Don't be unhappy. I want to know what this one. Oh, no kids. That's a child. And then no pregnant women. I guess that indicates. Yeah, that's the universal symbol for a pregnant woman smoking. Don't do that. Oh, yeah, she's got a little bun in the oven right there. That's funny. A picture of. Like we needed a picture for that. Okay, so. Putting that away, box, very nice. Let's take a look at this guy. And a fella from Tank Supply also threw in this nice sleeve, which I'm going to need because this is slick. This is very slick. And I don't want to slip out of my hand and drop it. Very cute. Here's how you open the door. I have a battery in there. Imren will be very happy to see me using their battery. Why? Because I'm not really putting a lot of strain on this battery, so I could use an Imren. That's fine. Oh, I was looking around. It does have a little diagram where the positive side and the negative side of the battery is. Right here. It doesn't say it on the sides. The door is nice. It fits on there with magnets. Look at this. These magnets are pretty strong. Holds it in place very nicely. It's not loose, not wiggly, it's not janky. The buttons, I can live with that. All right, it rattles. They rattle slightly. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to put it in this sleeve. I can see this thing is, it's a stainless steel zinc alloy for the casing. Here's your power button. Here's your up and down. It's in temperature mode right now. I didn't read the instructions before I hit record. Click lock 5 times. unlock it.
business, you know what I mean? No offense, you guys play in business. I'm
Okay, so 3 clicks and it gets you into the menu. Temperature mode, wattage mode, yes.
a musician, and I sing, and I've been smoking for such a long time now.
1, 2, 3.
It's not gonna affect my voice.
That's that. Coil, temperature control. Scrolling through. I don't know what all this stuff does.
Emperor's Crunch tastes like crunch berries. Dojo tastes like
What is
Lucky Charms marshmallows.
that?
How about the mouse?
Adjust initial. Oh,
It's pretty cool.
this is pretty sophisticated. Okay, so
They just came out with that. The
you
bonsai,
put it on that
it says it's
icon and then you leave it and then it goes into the mode. So now I can,
strawberries and sweet mint.
I would assume, adjust something. I don't know what.
At the bottom, that lot is awesome. I think it's the coolest thing.
Oil, coil.
I didn't want something big. Like my favorite ones, unfortunately, they're crap, but enjoy.
Hey guys, I'm back. So you got a close-up of the Koopor Mini. I showed you the close-up screen functions, not all of them, trying to figure this thing out myself. It's cute, it's functional, it's powerful, it's affordable. I saw it online for between $50 and $55, and I haven't seen it in any retail stores yet, but this little box mod packs a lot of punch for its price. And I'm going to vape it in temperature control mode on an RDA build. I'm going to vape it in temperature control mode on the Sigelei their new sub-ohm tank, the Elite Tank 2 with a nickel Ni200 coil in it. And then I'm going to vape on it in regular wattage mode with the mutation version 4 built at a 0.35, nothing too aggressive. First I want to show you my build. This is a nickel coil build on my Royal Hunter. This is 24 gauge Ni200 wire. Let me show you the build, if this thing can focus. Right, that's like a 14 wrap, spaced. Right, you can see it ramping up there. I have this set on hard. In temperature control, you have different settings. You can set it for soft, medium, and hard. And I'm assuming that's ramp up speed. You don't set joules for this. You don't set wattage for this in temperature control. You just set a maximum temperature ceiling of, which I have it set for at 500 degrees. Not focusing, sorry. And then the soft, medium, and hard setting for this in temperature control mode is sort of a very, very crude, simplified version of setting your joules, your power for ramp up. I'm going to preface this by saying, again, never vape nickel or titanium in anything other than temperature control mode. And be careful as you do it, and don't pulse those coils and don't make them glow. They will become toxic, and you'll be doing more harm than good. It's not worth whatever pleasure you get off a vape. Ooh, it's great flavor, and I'm giving myself toxins that are going to be stored up. Not too bad, not too bad. It's a nice, cool, mildly warm vape. It's not that hot, intense vape that you get from low sub-ohm vaping. If you want that experience, temperature control is not for you. Nickel is not for you. You don't take nickel wire and titanium wire and expect to get the same vape you get on high wattage on Canthal, and so you understand that philosophy. I'll stop harping on that. What I want to do is I want to dry hit this thing and see. This is temperature control, not just temperature limit. This means that the device will actually back the power down to keep you at that temperature. So as you're vaping and maybe the cotton runs dry and it's putting power into the build, once it hits that temperature, that top temperature setting, then it'll start backing power down to keep it at that temperature. And from what they say, it's a very sensitive temperature control sensing device. Every 200 times a second, it's reading the resistance, it's reading the temperature, and it will pick that up to within a 10-degree Fahrenheit margin of error. So if I have it set on 500 degrees as my maximum limit, they're giving themselves a 10-degree latitude, which is actually pretty good, because I've seen the Sigelei, I've seen the SMY boxes go 25, 30, 40 watts over and then come back down. So this is maybe cutting the curve a little bit closer. While I'm hitting this thing dry, let me also give a shout out and a mention. There's two gentlemen I saw on YouTube have videos on this Koopor Mini that did excellent reviews. One of them is Dennis Ng. Hold on one second. Koopor with a K. K-O-O-P-E-P-O-R. Koopor Mini mod. You pull that up on YouTube, you'll see Richard Ng. His last name is NG. Gentleman in Malaysia, I believe. Very eloquent speaker. Really does a nice review. Very well described. And he goes through a close-up of all the screens better than I could do. And then there's another gentleman, Down to Vape. No spaces. Down to Vape. T-O. And he does a nice review on this as well. And I'm referring you to those guys because I want you to get all the details you can. It's an affordable device, 50, 55 bucks. I saw it online at subtanksupply.com for 50 bucks, and I think the guy does free shipping. And that's where I bought this. I paid for it. I didn't get this sent to me by the company for free. I never heard of this company before, but I like them from what I can see. They have a very good-natured heart, in at least from their literature. They talk about the vaping industry. They talk about trying to put out an affordable product for temperature control, a reliable and very high-tech device that is still affordable without running away with price. I mean, this is how they talk. Let me read this to you. Koopor is fresh and young. Young is our attitude. We believe that the APV, Advanced Personal Vaporizer, is a revolution which brings a healthier life for us. I mean, you know, they put together a nice, if it's propaganda, if it's their real philosophy and attitude, it's sort of a corporate vision and a mission statement they have in their instruction manual, which I like, and they go on and on. I've never seen a company take the time and effort to really share what they're about and what their goal is. We firmly oppose extravagant profits and insist to feed our customers by highly cost-effective ones. Koopor is a big family. Koopor is on the way to design and make great APVs for everyone, cost-effective and affordable. Very nice, thank you. $50, $55, that's for this damn sexy, cute, solid piece of machinery. Okay, so where are we at? It's drying out. It's starting to lose its flavor. Let's see what's doing on the power side. I can get this in focus. Really ramped up now. I'm going to wait till it times out. 12 seconds. There, it timed out. That got hot. That got hot. I can't even touch it. I just fucking dropped it. But let's see the condition of the cotton in here. Did it burn? No, it did not. I mean, you can see in between the gaps there, the cotton's not burnt. And that's what you're looking for in temperature control. Man, that was at 500 degrees probably. Yeah, cotton's fine. It's dry, but you know, if I did it again, there's still a little bit of juice in this cotton. If I did it again, it would probably, then we'd be, all right, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. That was hot. Let's see what's going on here. Another 12 seconds. You ready? So I've got the screen in view and the coil in view at the same time. Not really, but... And it's holding steady and backing the power. It might be backing the power down. I think towards the end there, it sensed it was dry hitting and backed the power down. Still not seeing burnt cotton. Yeah. Didn't burn the cotton. Look. The coil's not even really, just in the middle is a little darkened. Yeah. All right, it's backing the power down. Nope, now it's at 500. What's my experiment here? I would have stopped vaping this and re-dripped a long time ago because there's barely any juice in there. I think it's really just water vapor and moisture. But I want to show it backing down when it, yeah, it's hitting 500 and backing down. And from here it might even be, was it 12 seconds? I mean, no human being's going to even hit that long. The box is getting hot. All right, it didn't cost me a lot of money. You know, I didn't pay full retail for this, but I did pay for it, and I paid for shipping because I don't exploit distributors. That's not what I'm about. If it cost me a couple of bucks to get my hands on something like this so I could do a review, oh, I'm all about that. That's fine. Because I think if this thing's good, and I think it is good, then it's worth buying, and I want to share and be a voice of validation on a product that's fairly new to the market. It just backed down. It's telling me something. It's telling me temperature protected. So it continues to fire. It's backing its power down to protect my, now it's sensing that I'm going to burn and go dry hit city. And that cotton is about as dry as you can get cotton. It's looking like laundry right out of the dryer. This thing is hot. So if I'm really oblivious to all the facts of vaping and I sit there and I try and chain vape this 12-second hits, which nobody would do, it's not going to be tasting good at all. But if for some reason I want to continue and insist on vaping, this thing is going to back the power down and then tell me, okay, temperature protected, you've hit, I can't power this thing the way you want. And the cotton actually in there is getting dark. The cotton, let me pull that out. It didn't exactly burn, but it did discolor, which is natural. Nobody in their right mind would vape that way. Pull this out. This is the long tail of my wick, dry as a bone. Actually, not quite. I could have probably got another 5 or 6 hits out of this. All right, what I want to show you, it started to, but look, you can't sit here and vape on this thing. 5, 10 hits. I mean, this thing was really dry. When I stopped vaping on it and I just started holding it up to the camera, this thing was dry. There was no flavor left. Nobody would be sitting there vaping on it that many times. What did I do, like 5 or 6, 12-second powers? All right, and that's the worst the cotton got? So that's telling you something. All right, I wouldn't expect that cotton to be pristine, but that's better than having it totally black charred and having inhaled and vaped that. So you start to get a warning when the cotton's running dry because you start losing flavor. Long time before the cotton started to discolor like that, I was getting dry hits, but all right, it's doing its job. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And let me tell you, that RDA got hot as hell at 500 degrees for 12 seconds. You really would have to be not paying attention to what you're doing, which is not smart and not the way to vape. You always have to pay attention. I don't care what you're using, you always have to pay attention to what you're doing. All right, I'm probably going to redo this because I don't like that whole experiment I just did. It wasn't very scientific. All right, but since I'm rolling, I'm sorry for these long-ass videos, but you know, better long than short. Same coil, new up or down, yet every time you change the atomizer, you want to tell it it's a new coil, even if it's not a new coil. All right, so this is the Sigelei temperature control with a nickel 200, Ni200 coil in there. You can read that. It only comes with nickel coils. It's a decent vape. It's powering it up nicely. Pretty quick ramp up. So if you like just mouth to lung inhales, you got it. Let's show you how it gets up to temperature on the tank. All right, and then, so what do you want me to tell you? It vapes. It vapes. Let's see what happens if I put a non-temperature control, just Canthol build on. This is just a 0.34 ohm. This might be Arsenal wire, like Ni80. New coil up or down? Yes, new coil. It's actually letting me vape this in oh no, it switched over to wattage mode. See, it switched over to wattage mode. Because it read the resistance that it wasn't nickel. Vape's nice. So there you have another affordable box mod for under $100. Shit, way under 100, but 50, 55 bucks. And now you have the versatility of 60 watts in power mode and temperature control for nickel and titanium. Quest for Vape, showing you. Oh, did I show you the sleeve that comes with it? I don't know if this is separate. Didn't come in the box, came in a separate plastic bag, and it was free. I didn't pay for this rubber sleeve. I think it's a good idea to wear this because this is very slippery. It's a very smooth, polished surface, and it's tiny, and it just feels like, really, it feels like a salmon, or like, I feel like I'm holding a little trout, like it's going to wiggle out of my hand. So I'm glad it has this nice grippy, all the holes cut out for the vent holes, the holes cut out in the bottom for the vent holes. That port is for upgrading firmware, not internal charging. This didn't come even with a USB for that. I like it. Fits nicely in the palm of my hand. It's rounded, it's comfortable, it's got a little bit of weight to it. I can knock somebody out if you needed to. Self-defense and vaping. Nice little cutie. Go go check out those other guys, that Down to Vape or Richard Ng. Oh, Carl Richardson, the dude he's in the UK. He has a video on it. Actually, a bunch of people have videos on this. I'm not the only one. It's available for retail sale. Yeah, a lot of folks. Vapor Chronicles. Who else has done this? Everybody's had their way with this thing. Vape Station. That's another guy in the UK, I think. Vapin' Heathen. Oh, all right. Billy got his hands on this. He did a review. I'm not surprised. He's not snoozing. Yeah, there's a ton of videos out on this. All right. You know, but look, for 55 bucks, can't go wrong. And if you should discover that you don't like temperature control, then go ahead and pop an RDA on here or pop a regular tank on here, and it'll power that just fine. 60 watts is fine for any sub-ohm tank that I like to vape. All right, Quest for Vape out. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff. And don't forget to watch the True Vapors show live on ST Vape's channel on Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. Central Time.